like these are like the rebels, and that's like our Capitol building, like burning down, and they're basically like bombing it. Yeah, so very scary.
Where did you find that?
Oh!
Click back on PowerPoint.
Wait.
Go to your.
So basically the rebels are like the people in Syria like rebelling against Assad because like we don't like him. And Christoph says that we should arm the moderate rebels to like try and like get Assad out of power or whatever, but the thing is like they're not moderate, like they're still like bad and they're still rebels. So it's basically like a nicer way of saying like we don't like Assad, so we're kind of like they're moderate, like maybe if we arm them we can throw him out or whatever, but I mean they're both still bad. And it's not like, it's basically like a power struggle. Like, they want power, Assad has power, so, yeah. And then continued, a quote I found was like they say, like, who are the rebel forces? Like, that's the thing, we don't know, like, exactly who the rebels are. Like, we can't just, like, side with them and arm them because they're both, like they're bad, too. In that picture I showed you, they have a Facebook image of like the Syrian fighters, and like obviously like it's kind of looking anti-American. So like I don't know, like we shouldn't arm them because we don't know who they are. They're bad, and they could potentially be anti-American. So I say don't arm the moderate rebels because they're not moderate. So.
Okay, so what do we need to know? What's the first thing we need to know? What is a rebel in Syria?
Like the people striking out against Assad.
Right. So someone against Assad that's actually fighting in the streets is considered a rebel. Christoph is proclaiming that there's such thing as a moderate rebel in Syria. To be honest with you, I don't know enough if there are or if there aren't. I don't know. Like, Ashley's opinion or research is as good as mine because I don't know. Christoph is actually currently in Syria today. If you follow him, you can follow him on Twitter. But he's meeting with Syrian refugees this week to try and find out what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and say he knows more than I do about what's going on in Syria because he's there today. But the idea is he says we should arm moderate rebels. Ashley's making the point like, well, is there such thing as a moderate rebel? Or are all rebels just rebels?
And they're still like killing people, and they're still like doing bad things. So like they're not moderate.
Right.
They're just moderate in our eyes because we don't like Assad. So it's kind of like we're sugarcoating